Hi Taurus, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca, for those of you who are brand new. I would like to say thank you all for the likes, the loves, the subscribes. I do genuinely appreciate it. I mean, I know I say it a lot, but I do appreciate it. So I was tapping into your energy. I felt like some of you were emerging from hibernation. I just got the feeling of like the sun on my face for the first time in a long time. Okay. So we got she who doubts, Enid, fear, wariness, and trust. And Colette, she who nurtures, empathy, gentleness, and insight. Enid looks like she's been beat up a little bit. All right. Colette, she who nurtures, entwines her hair with a soft crown of flowers and leaves. The name Colette means necklace in French. She also wears a delicate gold chain adorned with an amethyst and tiny pink pearls. The soft luminescence of the pink pearls and blossoms reflect Colette's gentle nature and her nurturing heart. Purple amethyst is a stone that promotes healing from grief as well as a sense of balance and peace. On Colette's forehead, it signifies the third eye chakra, the source of her insight and intuition. She instinctively knows what others are feeling, so she is able to nurture those who need her gift of empathy. This card brings a gentle message of hope and healing. When you are troubled, turn to those around you and let them see what you need. If you are lucky, you may encounter one of those rare souls who see at a glance exactly what you are experiencing. You will recognize the knowing souls like Colette by the empathetic depth in their eyes. Allow yourself to be nurtured back to health and happiness. Your questions. When do I need to be more gentle with myself? Do I allow myself to be nurtured by others? Who can I share my gifts of empathy and insight with? And Enid. Enid, she who doubts, is learning how to let go of mistrust. She has scars, both visible and invisible, that have held her back from living fully. She carries an ornate emerald pendant, which is said to promote the truth. It calms the wearer and restores self-esteem. Even though Enid is young, she knows that allowing doubt to hold her back will only harm herself. With the cautious eye of a wary doe, Enid ventures back out into the world. The message of this card is to examine your own doubts. We all have been injured by life in one way or another. If we continue to hide in the shadows, then we allow those who did us injustices to win. Now is the time to let go of old misgivings and learn to trust again. Wariness is not a bad thing unless you are using it to give yourself permission to hide from life. Put on a trusty talisman, slip your scarf from your ears so all your senses are engaged, and trust in your own unique power. Your questions. Who or what am I hiding from? How do my fears limit me? Where do I need to place my trust? Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. So this is the Tarot Grand Lux by Cyril Marchetti. What is the recent past for my Taurians? The Queen of Cups. What is the present for my Taurians? The Seven of Swords. What is the blockage? The Knight of Swords. What is the message from Spirit? The Fool. What is the potential outcome? Judgment. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Coins. I'm going back and forth about something. There is a state of being a little codependent here. There could be a good friend. There is love in this, but it almost feels demanded is the word that keeps coming to mind. With the Seven of Swords in your present situation, there may be someone or something of a quiet strategy to sneak through the dark, right? With this Knight of Swords, Knights talk about action. There needs to be something communicated here, clearly, action taken to deliver a message of some sort. The Fool is the Fool, you know, he drops all the luggage and goes dancing off to become who he's to become. And then we have the Judgment card as your potential outcome. So there is a decision coming. There may be something rising from the grave here. So let's look at this Queen of Cups. What is the Queen of Cups in the recent past? We have the Five of Wands. This is Cancer in particular for me. Why is the Queen of Cups here? We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So there you are, Taurus. Like I said, this felt demanding. Why is the Queen of Cups here? And the Justice card in reverse. So there was something here that was a conflict, and so like I said, it felt like something was being demanded. Like, you can't scream at someone to love you. Why don't you love me, right? Well, you're screaming at me. But there's also like this feeling of needing a course correction, and attempting to do that. Let's look at the Seven of Swords. But there's something here that felt unjust. Please clarify the Seven of Swords. We have the Empress. Another Taurus card. The Queen of Wands. It's Aries. And the Prince of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So there is there is some manipulation here. I do feel like this is self-deception. And some sort of being caught up in the details of something instead of seeing the whole of it. The Empress, so this could be potentially a certain aspect of motherhood for some of you, where you feel like you were robbed of that. And you don't understand the reasoning behind it, and that there's something in that plays into how you view yourself. There's also potentially like too many people in this scenario, because we have the Empress, the Queen, and a Knight. Where it was like, it was like there were thoughts that you missed, and they're thoughts. There's no feeling behind it. There was no feeling behind it. And what was behind it was fairly superficial. Let's look at this Knight of Swords. Please clarify the Knight of Swords. Please clarify the Knight of Swords. Thank you. The Eight of Wands. It's communication. Fast communication. It's also loving communication. These are supposed to be, or passionate communication. We have the Four of Swords in reverse and the Magician in the upright. Could be Gemini. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man. So there's something here that needs to be seen in a different perspective. There does, and I just heard responsibility, right, for your part. I feel like there are some messages here that were manipulated. That are blocking the healing. Please clarify the Fool card. Like I said, the Fool is a clean slate. Now you can't be a fool. Thank you. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. The Princess of Pentacles in reverse. And that Seven of Swords in the upright. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups in reverse, in the upright. We have Capricorn here. another earth sign, a water sign, and air signs, and a fire sign. There's a need to appreciate the moment here, and it's almost like there's this I feel like someone is just like splitting in the middle of the night is what I keep picking up. Almost like they've, you know, quietly planned this. Let's look at this Judgment card. Please clarify the Judgment card. The Five of Pentacles. Five of Cups. The Three of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Sun card. So this is illumination. Before you can reconcile this and make a judgment call, you need to think about exactly what it is that you're trying to communicate. And I also feel like you have to be willing to let go of everything in order to get everything. The universe does not abide by a void, does it? If you remove something, it will fill that space. It is up to you with which you fill that space. What is the final message for my Taurians? What is the final message? That's 3. Okay. We have Dog Spirit, be loyal to what you love. Hummingbird Spirit, oh, that's a 19, which breaks down to a 1. Hummingbird Spirit, be here now, which breaks down to a 7. And then Lion Spirit, which also breaks down to a 1, 37. Be generous of spirit. Okay. Let's get a Mystical Shaman Oracle card. What is the final message for my Taurians? What is the final message? What is the final message for my Taurians? What is the final message for my Taurians? We have Heart of the Sky, number 24. The one that flipped over is the Blade. This talks about having the tools to be able to do what you need to do, and using them correctly and with integrity. You're being gifted this from the universe. Okay, number 24, Heart of the Sky. That breaks down to a 6. The heart of the sky is the love force that made all creation possible. This same force is present when you create with originality, when you bring formlessness to form or inspired ideas to expression. This primal force does not know good or bad. It is up to us to provide the clear intention that will guide it to manifest. The heart of the sky helps us call in beauty from the invisible world and birth it in the world of matter. The heart of the sky brings you a sacred reminder. You are a channel for the original energy of creation. Become the paintbrush, the canvas, and the artist, all guided by the heart of the sky. Set your intention ethically and clearly, and allow the universe to take care of the details. The medicine. You may feel responsible for everything and everyone. Perhaps you think you have to do it all alone. This takes you into a dark hole where you lose trust in the natural order of the cosmos. Shed your lofty sense of duty and reorganize and recognize that this is a false prison of your own making. You can open the door and set yourself free in an instant. You can open the door and set yourself free in an instant. Well, Taurus, that was your reading. I do hope it was helpful. If it was, please hit the like and subscribe button. And remember, I love you. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.